So yes, first off, my hairdresser fucked up my hair. That's not important. Fucking Last of Us 2! Last of Us 2! Cheers! Okay, so, first off, my notes are all... Normally, my notes are all messed up because, my internet just shit out, like, right as it goes, so I had to, like, switch streams 3 or 4 times, and I tried logging on the PlayStation 1, and I entered my wrong name. I said it was, like, 2005. The point is, Last of Us fucking 2! So, for the entire conference, I was just like, oh, again, I don't really expect much from PlayStation. It's like, oh, again, like, one of the big things is, like, talking about Supermassive and, you know, Sony Cambridge and all that. It's just like, yeah, like, you know, as a PlayStation fan, you know all these studios, but to the general population, you wouldn't give 2 shits about it. But, yeah, so I was watching it, and it's like, yeah, it's good, solid, same PlayStation, and it's Last of Us fuck 2! And the worst, the best part is, like, I don't even, like, I love Uncharted way more than Last of Us, so the fact that, I'm still super excited that it's, you know, on my phone, papers. Alright, so, let's just go right back, speaking of Uncharted, way back in the beginning, bookending it, you got 1 and the 2, Uncharted DLC with Chloe and, Nadine, I still have trouble saying it, Nadine, which looked great, it was really awesome, and when they announced it, I was kind of like, everyone was like, oh, maybe it'll be Drake and, like, a prequel, maybe it'll be Sam, maybe, when I first saw it, I was like, maybe it's Elaine, like, it's, one of my kind of minor complaints about Uncharted 4 was, you leave her in the hotel, and then Nate falls off the cliff, like, bashes his head, and then, like, there's Elena, just perfectly, like, everything's all fine, and, like, it's kind of weird, she just showed up there, so you have to find Drake, and yada yada, like, so, like, but it was just, like, fine, it was fine at the time, but I was thinking, oh, maybe it's gonna be like that, maybe Elena is actually physically lurking for Drake, so the DLC is gonna be her following, you know, Drake's trail to actually find and get to that point where she saves Drake, and that's how we find out how she saves Drake. But no, this one is with Chloe, which is perfectly fine. I only played the Uncharted 4 the one time, so I can't remember off the top of my head, but I don't think they talked about her or anything like that. So yeah, it has been, where was Chloe? Especially because last we saw her was like Uncharted 3, where she kind of was like, nah, I gave up. Well, she gave up the hunt. Last of Us fuck 2! Last of Us fuck 2! Okay. And then after that was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And that was, I did not see, I don't need hard speculation, but I think, so I don't know. From another last, and they said the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is on PS4 today. That's good. I haven't played it, but I'm glad to see, you know, we're still getting another one. That is a series I would like to continue, even if we can't have, the X-Men, because Disney hates mutants. You heard it first. And then we got it started weird, because the guy, like, Son Layden had the Wipeout logo on his shirt. We're like, it's a tease, he's gonna tease, and then he was like, it's Wipeout, and we're like, oh fuck, it's a new Wipeout game. It's just like, nah, it's Wipeout Collection. It's still on the PS4, it's still pretty, it's still gorgeous, but it's not a new Wipeout, it's just a Wipeout Collection. Why do I keep locking my phone? After that, they did the Destiny, basically Christmas event, which is, I think it was like Destiny The Arrival, or Destiny Life Day, or whatever, but it's still just, you know, the seasonal presents, the masks, all that, Sparrow Racing's back, the free weapons, free missions, yada yada. Like, it doesn't look that anything crazy, but it's still something. Super professional, watching just the kind of playback on the corner. I'm seeing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Looks like Iron Man? I don't know. Well, it looks like Iron Man fighting Mega Man in 3. So who knows? Maybe it is realistic. Or yeah, I think it is. was then the thing that cut out the most where I'm like, I'm recording this like literally right after it stops, so there's going to be a ton of inaccuracy in these. Normally I like to watch the after shows and the discussions and all that, and then I'm just like, oh, it's The Last of Us 2, it's The Last of Us. Anyway, so Crash. Hi, how's it going? I've made this joke before, but I'm gonna run it into the ground if I have to. How are you doing? Sounding good? So so my internet crashed out for the Crash real gameplay reveal. I saw little bits and pieces of like photos. The photos look great. What I've seen looks great. It's not. I think there was a concern of how do you take that cartoony character, put it into super like ultra 4K HD, and it looks great. Those 2 or 3 pictures I saw were like, I'm like, okay, I have no worries, no qualms. There's like, it looks just like Crash, but perfect. Like, so that's great. After that was a Resident Evil gameplay. There's not much to say. It comes out like next month. I think they said something like they're gonna patch the demo one last time. But besides that, here's the Crash one, and yeah, it looks like a Saturday morning cartoon. It looks like Sonic Boom, but like in the best way possible. Like it looks like just a cartoon come to life. So that's awesome. Akuma is gonna be in Street Fighter 5. I'm glad they're still supporting that, even though I can't remember if it was like, I think it was February of 2016 this year. I don't remember. Anyway, I know people are upset with like the story mode and all that, but I'm glad to see they are still supporting it. It'd be so easy just to pull the plug, but they're like, no, we're still trickle stuff out. Now the last Guardian trailer, just to remind people, like, hey, it comes out next week, or whatever it is. Parappa, Patapon, and Loco are getting the PS4 remaster. Again, cut off, so I don't know all the details. But I assume it'd probably be just a port, not like a remastered. Like, just like they're going to put those games in, kind of like the PS2 classics. Like, they're not really tweaked. Like, there's a difference between a remaster and an upscaling. Like, I wouldn't, like, the Crash is a new game. It's like a whole new thing. And then, like, the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on the PS4 is technically in HD. You know, you have to play 1080, whatever, but it still looks cool. So I assume that's what it's doing. Gravity Rush 2 is getting free DLC. That's awesome. I was looking at it at the schedule next week at work, and I was just like, oh man, like even what was it? Like Kingdom Hearts and then Gravity Rush and then Resident Evil 7 are all within like a week and a half of each other. So even that, just like the month right there, is just like, oh man, that's so yeah. So and it's getting free DLC. It really incentivized me to get it, but it's just like oh, Knack 2 really is a thing. I saw that on Twitter. I thought people were joking. I thought people photoshopped that. No, Knack 2's real. Apparently, I'm still getting into the process of building the game. I wanted to, obviously, the fact that, you know, I only did 3 videos this year. I wanted to do more PlayStation 1. I wanted to do Knack, so maybe next year. But hey, now I can do it for the release of Knack 2. Unless they do it in like March or something, in which place I gotta play both games for PlayStation 1 next year. Anyway, these are very off. GT Sports, that was a thing. That's really all I can say. It's a thing. Nino Kuni 2, also a thing. Looks good, but again, I have not played the first one. It looks good. This is taxes, gods, the magic. I was like, I don't understand what any of these things are. They talked about Yakuza. Just we're getting more Yakuza. That's great. Danganronpa 3. Okay. Nier Automata. I forget what that was. Anyway, they went into this whole thing about Yee's origins, Dreadnought, Pyre, then they did a sizzle reel, then they did Grasshopper's new game, or, you know, Suda 51's new game, Let It Die, and it's out for free today. And it basically is the same Suda 51 game. It's just like this crazy deaf person, like, video games, you're gonna die, bang, 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 like, don't you wanna die? My phone has locked me out. And more stuff came out today, nothing really important to talk about. PlayStation Go coming out on PS4 today. This was a weird one, because Sony's been doing this practice recently where they'll get random, like, old school games, kind of like the Super Nintendo Star Wars Super Series, so Super Empire Strikes Back, Super Return of the Jedi, all that. And so they did, like, Windjammers. It's kind of like a PS4, like, I don't know if it's a port or like a PSN game or whatever. But it's basically, for what I can tell, it was like volleyball, but instead of using a volleyball, you use a frisbee. And, like, so, any Windjammer fans out there, way to go. They have some game called Starblood, which is like a spaceship shooter thing. But like it looks like kind of like Loadout, but with a ship, where like you can customize your ship in different ways. It has some funny characters. And then they went more into VR montage, which I got nothing to say because I haven't tried it, let alone bought it. And then they show the Neo or Noi, or you know, the Noih, the awesome Samurai Ninja game from the Ninja Gaiden guys, which looks awesome because it's just like ninjas and mythological creatures and awesome stuff like that, and it looks just like pure. It's just like, it looks so dumb, but like in the best way. It's just like, I just want to fight all these demons and these monsters and these soldiers and just be an awesome samurai or ninja or whatever I am. And then they did MLB The Show, and it was cute. It's just like they have the retro mode, which I will give them credit for. A lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, it looks cute, whatever." That actually is like that was way more effort than they had to. It's not a simple case. I know some stupid people are gonna they're just switched off the textures. Like, no, like you can tell the way the blocky models are, and like it's not like fluid, high quality models. So they had to build a separate SKU of the game. Probably it's probably like maybe like very tiny, like it's probably like 3% of the disc in terms of like data, but still the fact that they have to make all those characters twice and all that's, I admire it. Do I want it? Nope. Am I ever gonna touch it? Nope. Am I ever gonna think of it beyond today? No, but it's still a nice little, like, okay, hey, like, again, my big thing with sports games is always like they don't do enough silly stuff. One of my favorite things was like NHL 2001, I think what it is, one of the sports games I own. There's like a Zamboni game. I'm just like, oh, that's cute. We do more stuff like that as opposed to just straight up like exhibition, playoffs, yada yada. And then there was a brief trailer for Horizon, just to say like, hey, Horizon's a thing. It was just very quick, just like a quick 30-second like voiceover, like, oh, hunting the hunters and robot dinosaurs, still looks great. And then The Last of Us 2. And so here's where we are. Okay, so like I said, I didn't hate The Last of Us. The Last of Us is great. It's an awesome game. I love it. It's like, it's 10 out of 10. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with that game. My big problem was just like it I guess compared to, because I've always been like, I genuinely mean like, I love the Marvel movies and I think they're great, and like, I'm like, why don't these movies get nominated for Oscars? Because like, obviously not all of them. Like, I think Captain America is one of the best in recent years, but they have all been solid. None of them's been bad. But I'm like, part of me is like, why did Avengers not get nominated for like Oscars? This movie is good, like from a structural narrow-point. The fact that they had to like balance all these characters, the acting is good, the chemistry is good, all that's good, and then the fact that you know, the Oscars usually go to some hoity-toity, like, you know, period piece or some historical reenactment or something like that. And that's kind of what I felt like The Last of Us was doing, where like, okay, well, with Uncharted, like, people like our games and people enjoy these games, but we want to get the quote-unquote Oscar, so let's do something, like, dark and gritty and, like, depressing and, like, sad and just brutal and, like, gets to the core. And in terms of the story and all that, it worked and it made, like, but, like, I've only played that game twice, and the key reason being, like, every time I beat that game, because, like, I don't half-ass it, like, I sit there and I focus on the game. Every time I beat that game, the 2 times I've done it, I'm just, like, by that ending, I'm just, like, burnt out, where I'm just, like, I don't want to do this, I just want to go home and just lie down. Like, Uncharted, you can kind of beat it and go, oh, that was awesome, alright, let's go back, let's, like, do the story, let's do the collectibles. The Last of Us, it was just, like, fuck, like, alright, well, I need to step away from this. I just gotta totally clear my head, because that ending and everything, just the way the game proceeds, it was like, holy shit. So The Last of Us 2, it has me excited. I guess my only thing is it looks like it's Doom now, where Ellie has the cut on her face, and she's in a room full of, or a house, not just a room, a house full of dead people. We don't know if she killed them, or she found the house, or whatever, but it looks like it's continuing with that, and especially the fact that they are making the distinction of part 2, makes me feel like a lot of the stuff that was hinted at the end of the game, which I won't spoil it, but a lot of the consequences that were made, I feel like they're gonna really touch upon that, and it was a heavy ending. It was like, that was a very, like, kind of sit down, like, oh jeez, I don't know how I feel about this. So the fact that they're gonna, again, at least from what I assume in reading into part 2, is they're gonna directly, like, respond to those, lingering questions. Not just in terms of, like, oh, hey, what are the characters up to this time? It's like, no, this thing happened. Like, we have to address that. Like, you can't just ignore it. It's a thing that happened, and there are serious consequences to it. But yeah, so overall, I freaking love PSX, because the thing is, like, even going into all those little, like, all those quick sizzle reels as I look out of the corner of my eye very professionally, like, they talk about the, you know, the PlayStation VR games, like Star Wars Cruise Control, and Dreadnought, which is just, like, it looks like basically a strategy, not a strategy, but like a space combat, I don't know how you describe it, like a space, like, piloting, where you pilot, like, these big, giant, like, warships, and you have to, like, strategically place where you're gonna sit, and all that. But yeah, so, real quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So that, I'm counting 32, and that's not with the, indie sizzle reel and the, PlayStation VR sizzle reel. So, that's all I got off the top of my head. I'm, like, really out of breath. But I'm also super excited for The Last of Us 2. Is it coming next year? Fuck no. God, no fucking way. That's, like, if they did that, that would, like, go, because I think it was, what, I think it was, yeah, well, at least from The Last of Us 2, Name and Drink Collection, it was, 2 years or so. Yeah, it would be 2 years for PlayStation. Yeah. So I'm excited that we're gonna be getting more Uncharted, and we're getting more Last of Us. But yeah, it's just like, this is why I love being a PlayStation fan, because it's those big things of, like, Uncharted, The Last of Us, Marvel vs. Capcom, and then it's like, Patapon, PS4. I'm like, yeah, like, I again, internet cut out, I'm really unprofessional. I just want to know, like, is it all of them? Because I haven't played them, so I kind of want to, like, if it's the all 3, I'll play all of them all. Like, hell, it's on PS4, those are really great, awesome games. Parappa the Rapper 1, okay, see, this is where I get confused, because it's like, I know Parappa 2 is a PS2 classic on PS4, so I'm like, is it just a, like, HD skinning of Parappa, or is it actual, like, I don't know what I mean by that. But point was, it was awesome. It was great, and it was a good unofficial, even though I have no relation, it's a good unofficial closing to PlayStation Month, even though it ended like 2-3 days ago. But yeah, so I have been Viral Vinny. I've been enjoying PSX, and I will see you guys next year and next time there's more awesome news to talk about. Because after all the stuff we got today, there's going to be a whole bunch of news.